Finally, this thing's recording. It's doing some funny thing to where when I turn it on, it says SD card is busy, and it sits there in panic mode for a few minutes. I've been working on a couple of different things, not with either one of those, but by the way, this spot, I have not been here in over about a year and a half. I found one silver $50 out here, and a pocket knife, padlock, penny, and pull tab. It's a bunch of different things. Looks like somebody's tried to come up there. I think these are deer trails, though. Anyway, I've been working on trying to figure out what all the clacking sound is when I'm carrying this GoPro around. And I've watched a ton of videos. Let me ground balance my machete. And I come to the same conclusion. It's because I don't have background sounds. I don't have music playing where I'm jogging down the road or hand gliding or whitewater rafting or riding a bike. So you hear every move I make, no matter what handle. But they do have this new thing out called the Karma, where it holds it steady. It just sits there and it floats like that. I can be doing backflips and it's supposed to still float. And I'm thinking about getting one. So I watched videos of reviews on it. And it's the same thing. Everybody that has them does a review on it. Has a bunch of goofy techno music in the background. A bunch of, freebie music on YouTube. So what do you hear? You see a picture, but you don't hear any of this. That's my hand moving right there on this thing, and that's my ring hitting it. Hang on, listen. That's my ring. So I took off my ring, and I've tried it before, and it's a little better. The Karma thing, I think I'm gonna get it, but I gotta get this shovel first. There's a couple of problems with it. It'll stay standing up, but when you put it down, it'll keep pointing straight. Unless you can push a button, on it and make it lock so you can point it at the ground. I'm almost at the end of the story, I promise. Okay, so I'm thinking about doing that. So I finally found one guy overseas who recorded his dogs. He's chasing his dogs around the yard with a Karma. And it was relatively quiet. I didn't hear his hand or anything. And my final problem with it is they call it a Karma, and every time I use it, I'm gonna want to run around singing Boy George songs all the time, and I don't know if y'all can handle that. I got a 70s right here. There it is. Check it out. First hole of horse in my shoe is Christmas. I came out here, like I said, it's been probably a year and a half ago, or back when I started the tube, and put that in my bag. And I didn't really know what I was doing. I've only had my machine for I don't know how long. That's really not important. But there ain't no telling what I've missed out here, not knowing what I was digging. And also the machine was having a lot of problems. I had to send it back to Texas to Garrett a couple of times. Look at this thing sitting in this tree. That is a black walnut sitting right there. So the question is, how did it get there? There are no black walnut trees around me. I see skies of blue. So how did that thing get right there? Not important. We're digging holes. The horseshoe was in the 70s right there. This is right here. And it was a 50s. That's a heavy homie right there. I couldn't get one part cut because my piranha let me down. Alright, it's in the pod. Let's see what it is. If I can get this. Turn off. Alright, it's in there. I gotta bust this up with 2 hands. Fantastic foil. Hey, what is that picture? I don't recognize that. Alright, what'd that come off of? I know, an aluminum can. But what? Is that beer? I don't know. This one is a 50s and 60s all mix up variety pack. So what is it? Oh, I feel it. And you feel it. Oh, look at that. It says something upon it. I cannot read it. Something tobacco. Let me clean off a little bit. Let's read it. Check it out. Is that an MODEL? Model smoking tobacco. And a little pipe. Other side is kind of rough. I guess I'm reading it right. I think that's what it says. Model smoking tobacco. Next. I put my machine in all metal mode because I'm kind of out in what used to be a farmer's field, and I think I'm crunching on metal down here, but I'm trying not to tear it up. So let's see what it is. I think it's, let me see. Man, those stickers feel good in my hands. Goodness gracious. I missed it. Other people have said that I need to not be so shaky with my camera. It's kind of tough. I don't want a chest mount. Oh, there it is. Because that is a blade off something. I've never seen one like that. And we have a lot of farm equipment in our chicken house, but I've never seen one shaped like that. Anyway, I don't want a chest mount because I want to pick up and show and move and be able to dance a jig if I want to. Ooh, look. A little deer poo-poo right there on top. Alright, next hole. I got it ridiculous deep and squeaky down in here. Oh. Those little pods are heavy. Let's see what it sounds like. Let's check. Where'd it go? I think it's in that. Let me check again. I put it back on all metal. So let's see what's in this pod. Let me break it apart. It is a bullet. Resembles a 22 Magnum. Pretty neat. I thought I heard another signal. There's a little more sound in here, which may be something I don't know. We can look at it some more. Right next to this hole where the 22 was is a another signal. There it is. I don't know what that is, but I'll take it with me just because it's so pretty. All right, another 70s in all weather mode. I think, oh look at that, there's glass in there. There's a little, oh, Coca-Cola bottle, so it must have been the lid. I wonder if it's the lid to the Coke bottle. Oh look, there's another piece of the Coke bottle. Let me see. Okay. Let's utilize the pinpointamento. It's time to dig. There it is. What is that? What is that? The thing. That looks like. Is that the smallest telephone you've ever seen in your life? There's little dingerlingers. There's a dial. And you remember how you go. It goes. That was your 4. Then you had to wait for the next number. And then after about 10 minutes, you could actually talk to somebody. I remember. Ooh, don't bang it on there. See, that's what happens. I remember I had a cord when I was in high school. I gotta sit on my hiney. I had a phone cord that was about half a mile long, so I could run the cord from the wall at my grandmother's house all the way through the living room and into the bedroom, so I could have a little privacy while I talk. That's a little bitty telephone. Maybe it's a toy telephone. Are y'all tired of looking at that telephone? I'm just really impressed with that little bitty telephone. Telephone and a Coke bottle. I got a haircut today. A little tighter on the edges, a little bit left on top. My barber lady, she's pretty cool. She said it looks better when it's shorter on top. And I said, I know, it's getting a little thin up there. She said, well, I'm not saying that. And I said, I know. I said, my hair's always been pretty thin. I looked like Axl Rose in high school. And it was real long and thin. My man purse is getting full. I said, I look like Axl Rose in high school. And if my hair got hot and dirty and greasy, then it looked like I had about 4 hairs on top of my head. And, you'd have to, so I had to keep it really clean so it stays fresh and vibrant. Okay, remember the horseshoe was right over there by the tree with the walnut. That's privet hedge, is the walnut. And there was something else. Then there was a plow thingy right over there. And then there was a tobacco can, I think, right over there. And then there was a telephone right there. And now I got a signal right here. I've outlined the pod. I feel my shovel scratching upon something metal. Maybe it's just a rock. But I don't think it's as deep as I think it's deep. No, it's right here. Ooh, there it is. Oh, look at that. What is that? Let me sit upon the hiney again. That is something cast iron. I don't know what that is. Any ideas? Anybody? Something off a cast iron stove. I don't know. I'm learning a song. Well, I say I'm learning a song on the piano. Quit making noise when I don't tell you to make noise. On the piano for my son. I know all my viewers probably know "Sound of Silence" by Engelbert Humperdinck and Boy George, Paul McCartney. Now who is it? Sound of Silence. Crap, now I'm at a loss for sound. Sound of Silence. Paul Simon and that other dude. Simon and Garfunkel. Oh yeah. Can't do that. Anyway, there's a new version of it out. It's been out a while now. By the Headbanging People. I had a good signal right here too. 49 to 50s. So I've been surprising him. He's in choir. He's pretty good too. And I'm learning it on piano. When I say I'm learning it, I kind of figured it out yesterday. It's not a very difficult song to play. And I want to play it and have him sing it before he graduates and moves off and becomes a taller person. I'm struggling with this hole. Okay, let's see if I remove the object. No, it is still here. It's over there. Let me dig a little more. It's in the tall. Is it still under the ground? Hey! There's a root. All that digging so you wouldn't have to hang around. And I missed it. Let's try this again, okay? It's got to be right there, right? Got to be. Got to be. Deeper than I thought. I think I have moved it. No, I didn't. It is right here. That's a rock. How do I keep missing this thing? Where are you? A little dirt in the mouth. Oh, there it is. All that. I got it though. I got you out. Yes, I do now. I got you out. Ooh, ooh, baby. I got you out. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you out. Oh, mama, give me one. I say, what is that? I don't know what that is. Okay, put it in the back. I think I'm a little more dialed in on this one. Let me find my apparatus. I'm still not far from where I started. Oh. Break up, Clark, bro. No. It's right there. It's right there. Hey, let me dig for it. Hold on. A lot of work, but I got that piece of Coca-Cola can right there, didn't I? I showed that piece of dirt. Who was really boss? Now get back in there and do something productive with yourself, or I'll come back. High tone 70s and 80s. And I think I see it. Man, I was hoping it would be a coin. It is a super duper 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 long piece of copper. Copper's cool. Like I said before, pennies in a stick form. It's right here. Ooh, almost dropped my copper. My Wado copper. Alright, deeper than I thought. Hold on. This hole is getting too deep, and it's an iron signal, and I have lost my desire. But look what I did find in it as I was starting to dig. That rock that I chopped in half has blue around the edges. My son's gonna love that. We'll put that in the old tumblerino and roll it for a month and see what comes out. Another iron signal. I missed a piece of root right here. So let's see. Oh, there it is. Just a piece of iron. Could be a piece off a plow, and it could not be a piece off a plow. I'm trying to lay my process here so y'all don't have to watch me do every little piece of it. That looks like, I don't know what that is. Got a lot of dirt on it though. Pocket knife, choo-choo train, car, armadillo, or submarine. I don't know. It's one of those 5. I went too deep again. So stop. Oh my goodness. I see it. I see it. Turn that thing off. Square washer with a hole in it. Interesting. Got a bunch of those. This is my first real 92. And I think I just felt a big hunk of iron under there. So I don't think it's going to be what I thought it was going to be. This grass is so thick. So thick. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's falling. Oh, there's a bunch of it. So that gave me my high tone, the aluminum. That gave me my low tone. Let's see, let's take these out of the picture. No editing required. Then we'll drag this over it. That was it. Double whammy on that one. 70s and 80s. Could be a penny, right? I don't know, it's kind of scratchy. I've been cheated. I've been mishandled. I feel violated. I feel it. But I don't see it. Now look at that. Now why in the world? I know I've asked that question a lot. That was my high signal? Yes. Tell you what. Right into this spot and this under this gigantic oak tree is where I found a silver $50. My one and only ever. I got a signal right here, but I don't think it's silver. It's that thing. Man, I sure thought that was a toy pistol. That, oh, you know what that is? That is goes on a battery cable.
hooks to the battery. Man, so it's brass. That's what gave me my little bit of a high tone. Almost looks like a little peace pipe for you people who smoke this little Scooby-Dooby stuff. Scratchy 70s. Now it's 60s. Right there. What is that? That is a rolled up thing. It looks like, if I could straighten it out with one hand, it is butt paste. See how it's rolled up? Cool. That was my scratchy 70s. Okay. 40s and 50s. Low tone. Again, there it is. Just fell out all by its lonesome. That is just a piece of iron that I will add to my overflowing purse. I don't wear that out in public. I have a bunch of women coming up to me saying, "Oh, hot is adorable." And it just brings out your eyes. So I don't wear it out in public. This was popping up scratchy in the 70s. Ah, there it is. That's all it is. I don't think it's a toothbrush because that right there cuts you going in. So looks like just another piece of iron. My little man purse is doing its thing today. Okay, I'm having to do the wrap up on my phone because my telephone. Let's do this fast. That's a glove. I'm going to show my bride who's standing here next to me. Pretty much it's a bunch of junk.
That is neat.
Isn't that strange? It's like a little, it's just a phone. I don't know what kid would have played with that. It's pretty nasty. That's some kind of plow point. I'm not sure what that came up of. Oh, there's the horseshoe. Pretty neat, huh? Mm-hmm. And then just different pieces of metal. That's copper. It's also known as pennies in stick form. That's a piece of steel. And then junk. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.